Okay, we're going to start. My name is Leigh-Chantelle. Thank you for coming. I'm here with Gloria and with Alex today. I run a website called vivalavegan.net, and I'm from Australia, in case you can hear by the accent. And I've come over here mostly for this conference, and I also came to the Portland Let Live conference as well. And today we're speaking about staging effective events, and between the three of us, and we also have Keith from Food Not Bombs, we have organised quite a few events. I organise a festival in Brisbane called Green Earth Festival, and I'll just tell you a bit of the background about why I decided to put that on. Like I said, I run vivalavegan.net, and I've been doing that since about 2006, and I go to a lot of the vegan and animal rights festivals and conferences within Australia. And I got to a point where I was a bit sick of preaching to the converted, and I thought that we needed to get the mainstream involved, and at least to have the mainstream educated. So I decided with a group of like-minded friends that we would start up a not-for-profit environmental awareness group, and we called this Green Earth Group. And one of our main focuses was to put on a festival. And we put on a festival in Brisbane, and the first one happened in March this year, and we got 3,000 to 4,000 people that came along. And now, one of my things is I'm very good with media and the publicity. I like meeting people. I'm very good with communication and things like that. So I would say for people, work out what your strengths and your weaknesses are first, and surround yourself with positive people that are on the same path and that want the same things. Work out, you'll find over time there's people that will say they're really good at this, or I can do this for you, I can do that, but a lot of people do let you down, so just trust your instincts with people. And when people promise you a lot of things that sound a bit too good to be true, then they might be. But yeah, from the beginning, we set up a not-for-profit group, Green Earth Group, and our focus was on the environmental aspects, because there's a lot of issues in the world today that need to be addressed. And one of the ways that I think we can do this is by a very easy thing, which is promoting a plant-based diet and for everyone to become a vegan. And as I said before, we needed to focus on the mainstream and to get the mainstream aware and educated with these sort of things. So my idea from the beginning was not to mention the vegan word at all. If someone asked, obviously I will speak about it, and I say plant-based diet instead of vegan. That's my opinion, that works better from a promotional aspect. There are other people that say that they don't agree with this, but that it depends on what you're trying to promote. And so I focus mostly on the environmental aspect of the festival. So I promoted the festival as an environmental event, and every single person that was involved had to sell vegan-only products. So we had about 70 stalls and food stalls and things like that, and we had vegan food stalls. I had a lot of flack from people that didn't understand why they had to be vegan, and so there was a lot of education involved. We had information packs online, and we could send them out if people wanted, but we tried not to use too much paper at all. And we went through specifically what a vegan is, specifically what wasn't allowed to be there on the day, and what was allowed, obviously. And the focus was a festival. I thought a festival was great. One, because Brisbane is such a beautiful area. It's mostly warm all the time. We have great weather. And I had to focus on an area for it first, and we decided on the Brisbane City Botanic Gardens, which is quite a big garden right in the city. So we had public transport, very easy. We had like ferries, trains, buses, and cars if people wanted to do that as well. And so it was just getting everything in order, and it was a very, very big thing. I'm sure Alex and Laurie both know what it's like to organise festivals or events. It's huge, it's all-encompassing, and I quit my job in December to do it full-time, so I pretty much did from December to March full-time festival stuff. I was the media contact, so I had like a couple of phones going on all the time. I had hundreds of emails every day, and we had meetings all the time. I focused mostly on the community grassroots aspect of it, because I think if you get people to become passionate about something. If you get across what your passions are, get other people inspired, and that can inspire so many other people. And we had regular meetings, which I think was the best way that we got so many people involved. And we'd just get there and I'd say, I have this list of everything we needed, so each particular area within the festival, and I'd say, okay, well, we need a stage manager for this, we need this person for this. And then, like, I remember one time I had this meeting and I'm like, oh my god, I was stressing out to one of my friends, like, we need all these people to do this. And I just put it out to the universe and I said, look, this is what we need. And we had this meeting, we had so many people there, and it was just beautiful because by the end of that I had all my ticks of all the people that I needed, so it was just amazing. And the whole Green Earth Festival was just beautiful, and it was an amazing thing because people knew it was coming from a good place and people just wanted to get involved. And I do a lot of interviews and that with people as well, because I get a lot of calls from people within the Brisbane community that are trying to put on a festival, or even the council that are trying to do similar sort of things. And they would just want to know why it works, I think, because we have a lot of, do you call it greenwash here in America? Yeah, we have a lot of greenwash festivals, which is mostly the council that try and show you how they're using your money to green or help the environment, and they're not really. They're just there, you know, trying to sell solar panel things, or it's just big businesses trying to sell whatever they're trying to sell, and then, you know, you've got sausage sizzle over there, which I think is completely ridiculous. So yeah, that was one of our focuses, was trying to not be so government sort of inspired and try and to get away from the greenwash. So we focused it on, as I said, a grassroots community-based event. So what I did was Facebook is amazing. I don't know if you guys are all on Facebook, but it's so great for a networking tool, and for free advertising, you can't beat Facebook at the moment. And also, if you have a bit of money to spare, I put a heap of my own money into this event, and we just asked for heaps of favours and called on a lot of friends to help out with what they could. But yeah, if you've got money as well, just to even like $1 a day or something from Facebook, that'll really help to promote your event. And yeah, like I said, I have a few friends that put on big music festivals within Australia that tour around the country, and they've had a lot of experience with that. So I'm like, okay, we need these marquees, or we need a stage rider, or we need all these different things. So people just came on board because they wanted to help, and it was faith-based with a lot of people that came on board, just, you know, because they saw, okay, these people want to do something. They're willing to put all their time, energies, and money into it. So yeah, we believe in them. And yeah, we had a lot of people just donate stuff to us, and yeah, it was really great. I'll explain how the festival was. We had 3,000 to 4,000 people throughout the day, and we had a main stage which had some quite well-known bands and performers. It went from 10 AM in the morning till 8 PM at night. So we had acoustic performers throughout the day, and then it got heavier at night. We had spoken word performers in between each band. We had a kids zone that went from 10 till 4, and the kids zone was huge all day. There was heaps of people there. We had face painting, which was a really great way to raise money for the group. We had, we called it green cuisine, the vegan food. We also had merchandise and not-for-profit and information stores as well. Like I said, we had about 70 stalls. It was probably a bit more than that. We had a speaker stage. We had a video zone where we played videos throughout the day, and we also had an art and fashion area. I tried to focus on trying to get every single person within the community that would have something that they could find interesting about the festival. So say you had the family focus, you had, you know, students, uni students that would be interested in the art and the fashion sections, and just trying to get as many people in the community that would want to be involved with something like this. We had about 50 to 60 volunteers, and every single person that was involved with the festival, no one got paid anything. And I'm talking from these quite well-known performers that came along down to the people that were pressing play on the DVD all day. So yeah, that was really cool. And I think that was why it was such a great day, because not many people were getting paid for it, or no one was getting paid for it, so everyone was there for the fun of it. But yeah, I guess my thing is just trying to get people inspired with what you're trying to do, try and get across what you're doing and come from a good place, and you should be able to get what you need with that. So I think my time's just about up, so thank you for listening, everyone.